So let's take a look here where I'm using the WebDriverWait class again, but in a more convenient manner, using their expected conditions class. Also, you can see that I use the second constructor from the WebDriverWait, where I pass in my clock to keep track of the time. I pass in again the maximum amount of time that WebDriver is going to wait for an element to appear, and then I passed in the polling interval of every 1 second. I did this just to show you guys another usage of how to do this. I personally don't use this so often. There are not many benefits behind it. One of the main benefits that I've seen with this is that it kind of helps you when you're working with cloud services like BrowserStack or Sauce Labs, because it makes your test output much cleaner. And let me actually show you what I mean by that. So using this WebDriverWait, what I did was change my setup. Rather than doing the basic initialize, I now did the remote initialize. That's why I stuck it in that WebDriver creator class so that it's really easy for me to change it. And in here, you guys can see that I log into BrowserStack and then I run it in Chrome and Windows 7. So if we do that, and then I come down here and I run this test, what's going to happen is it's going to run the code in the cloud in BrowserStack, and it's going to poll every second to try and find my element, and I'll show you guys exactly what happens. So here I am in BrowserStack, and if you guys take a look, what you can see is it starts looking for the element at 5 seconds, right? Find element, ID, finish. And then it says no such element. So it records the screenshot, okay, at 5 seconds, at 6, at 8, and at 9, and then finally it finds it at 11 seconds. But in that meantime, it recorded me all of these 4 screenshots telling me that it can't find the element, which could get a little bit annoying, right? Especially if you're waiting for an element for 30 seconds. We do have some applications that take like a minute to load because they have so much data, or especially if they're not cached and you're logging into them the first time, those applications take a minute. So you can imagine I have like 60 screenshots here of it looking for an element, which is a little bit annoying, right? It could be better if it just said it's looking for an element, ID finish here at 5 seconds, and then at 11 seconds that element is found. That would be way more clear and you don't have to scroll through so many logs. So that is one advantage of the polling interval, because we can change this polling interval to, let's say, something like 5 seconds. And then when we run this test, we're going to decrease the amount of screenshots that are produced in BrowserStack. Because rather than polling every 1 second, now it's going to be polling every 5 seconds. You guys see the benefit of that? Now again, like I said, I don't use this too often. It's up to you guys whether you want to use it or not. But yeah, it's just a preference. And let's go see how that looks in BrowserStack. Here I am in BrowserStack again. And you can see that we click the button to get us started. And then we start looking for our ID finish element at 5 seconds, just like before. But the difference now is we don't poll again for that until the 11th second. And so now we just have one screenshot where we try to find it wasn't there. So WebDriver said, okay, cool, I'm going to wait for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to check for it again. And so our logs are much cleaner now, correct? As opposed to having many of these screenshots, we just have one, and then we have it found, and then it's displayed as true, and then we close up, and everything is done. So that's the main advantage there, like I said. So if you want to use it, it's up to you.